So I received a phone call from an elected official that apologizes that he's not able to be here, but he wanted me to say a few words on his behalf. This elected official had once called James Metz the face of integrity. Judge Brett Ligon apologizes, the district attorney apologizes that he couldn't be here today, but he pledges his 100% support for you for your race. All right. So can I get my law enforcement partners up here?
Sure.
Constable Rowdy. Some of these guys have some words they want to say, but Judge, you've always been a supporter of law enforcement. I think that I speak for several of us when I say that Montgomery County law enforcement is going to stand behind you in your race for county commissioner.
Thank you.
Well, welcome. What a beautiful day the Lord has made for Judge Metz's announcement today, huh? Well, thank you all for being here. It is a who's who of Montgomery County. So I am so impressed of the turnout, but not the least bit surprised. Judge Metz has done great work for East Montgomery County for a long time now, and it doesn't surprise me a bit that he's not sitting on his heels for a safe re-election. He's doing the right thing for the community, and he's once again exerting leadership and moving East Montgomery County forward, and he'll be a great Precinct 4 commissioner.
Short one out of the bunch. Good morning, everybody, and I just wanted to let y'all know that we're here in support of Judge Metz, and just wish him the best in his race for commissioner. We appreciate his support in law enforcement over the years, and just glad to stand be here today with you all, and recognize his announcement today and say thank you for doing this for us. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. The Lord has made a beautiful day today. Just want to stay here personally. That as the chief of police for the city of Splendora, we have had the opportunity and the pleasure of working with Judge Metz, and he has been second to none. He's been awesome, and it is with pleasure and I pledge our support behind him. He has done great things in Montgomery County. He's been out there with us in the Bud Beer when we were in the storm, and many other events when the communities needed help. You know, he's been there on his own volition. He stepped forward and helped, and it's just those kind of things are hard to find. And it seems like he doesn't know an end to the day. That's good. He works till the job's done, and for that, he's got my total support and my men's support.
Well, the sheriff was right. This day is absolutely beautiful, this kind of event, and I really appreciate everyone coming out here. As far as Judge Metz is concerned, I have to tell you, I've been here for a little over a year as the chief of the city of Patton Village. Since I've been here, Judge Metz has helped me tremendously in meeting many challenges I faced when I came here. The biggest being Hurricane Harvey. As many of you know, Patton Village was pretty much devastated by this storm. It was really in bad shape. Judge Metz stepped up soon after the water as soon as the water was low enough for him to start doing something, he called me and said, "What do you need?" And we told him what we needed. We just needed some roads built so we could get to the houses that were destroyed by this storm, so we could check to see if people were in them or not, because they were destroyed to the point that we couldn't get back there. He stepped up. Before you know it, here comes these big trucks. They start dumping rock or whatever they could find, and they built these roads so we could get back in there to them. He was out there himself for at least 2 or 3 days, watching this operation and making sure it got done. That's integrity, and there's no way I cannot support that. Thank you very much.
Good morning. It's a great day to be in East Montgomery County. It's an honor for me to stand here today in support of Judge Metz, who's running for office, but we really need him to be in office as our commissioner. It's an honor for me to stand here with this law enforcement, with the constable, the chiefs of police, and Sheriff Joe Corley, who is here today, retired sheriff, and and I'm certainly glad to be retired and to stand here with our sheriff, Rand Henderson, who's doing an outstanding job for us here in Montgomery County. And we just, it's easy to stand here for a man like Judge Metz, a man with integrity who has done an outstanding job. He's been a good friend of mine, and we worked so well together for 12 years. Again, it's what an honor, and to have a turnout like this, a great group of support of people who make a difference here in East Montgomery County, and that's why you're here. And thank you again, Judge, for the honor to be here today.
Well, thank you very much. I'm honored to be even invited over here by the judge. But nothing that's been said today surprises me. My family and his family were friends long before either one of us became involved in Montgomery County politically. So I've known the family a long time, and I just want you to know that James Metz is a real deal. And when he becomes our commissioner, or your commissioner, you won't have to worry about where he does the right thing or not, because I promise he will. And he'll stand up for all of this county, and he'll stand up for his precinct, and he'll make good decisions, I promise you. Thank y'all very much.
If anybody else has anything they want to say, feel free. One thing I wanted to mention is I've had several people ask me, well, what about the judge's office? That's some big shoes to fill. Well, there's a guy here right now, Jason Dunn. He stepped up to the plate as well. Jason Dunn's going to run in the Justice of the Peace spot. He'll be a great judge. He'll be fair. He's a long line of law enforcement in his family. And Jason, we thank you for your commitment as well. So with that being said, once again, I want to thank you all for coming today. Judge Metz, come on up.
Thank you, Constable. I'll get that 100 to you after the show. Before I get started, a couple of things I would like you to remember. Jason Dunn and his family, his dad, Skip, is battling cancer now, and I would like you to keep him and his family in your prayers. Also, County Judge Craig Doyle is not here today. He sends his love and support. We expect a phone call from him in a moment, but he is in Tennessee. His wife, Amy, her dad passed away, and they're at the funeral up there today. She's having a difficult time, as we all do when that happens. So if you would please keep her and her family in your prayers as well. I've got to say something. Chief Weehot brought something up in regards to this hurricane stuff, and when he brought up that we were out there battling in the mud and the blood and the beer. Now, in the spring rains, I don't see, there's Charlie Riley right there. Now, when we had the rains the year before, Harvey, Charlie Riley and my cousin Wade Willis had the airboat, and somebody else was with us. We were over in River Plantation, and we were going down through there checking on people and seeing, if they needed rescuing or what they needed to help, what we could do to help them. And Charlie, is this the truth or not? A fella said, "Hey, can you run up to the store and bring me some beer?" He said that, didn't he? That's the truth. And it was a comical deal, and it was nice to see that someone had a sense of humor in a difficult situation. Now to get to the serious point, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Rowdy, for announcing. I'm James Metz, and with the good Lord's approval, and with yours, I would like to be your next county commissioner in Precinct 4. For the past 15 years, I've served as your Justice of the Peace, and I have enjoyed it thoroughly. I've performed many of your weddings. I've officiated at the funerals along with Constable Hayden and some Commissioner Reinhardt will speak at in difficult times. Unfortunately, I've investigated over 4,000 deaths in the time I've been there, and I've tried to do that with honor and dignity. I've worked very hard to provide a better quality of life and a brighter future for our children. And we've been able to watch them, many of them, grow up and to be productive citizens. And that's the things that are important. I like the word that unity that we come up with, to have a unified effort. I am extremely honored for all these folks in law enforcement. Many of my family members are law enforcement. I believe in it with all my heart. As I told them in 1970, an uncle that I loved dearly was a Hardin County deputy sheriff, and he was killed in the line of duty. And it was very difficult. His family, he had a wife and 4 children. They all had to come live with my mom and dad and my brother and sister and I, and it was difficult. So I know the pain and the risk that these guys face every day. Ladies and gentlemen, you must have strong law enforcement to have strong communities and a safe community. I told Rowdy recently, I don't know if I am safer, but I feel safer because not only efforts of the constable, but the sheriff. It's so nice to monitor the police radio, and you see where in times past that agencies didn't work together. But now, our municipalities, Patton Village, Splendor, Roman Forest, and Wood Branch, they work together when the sheriff's department needs a problem. That's what it's about, guys. And they're there to protect all of us. I support them 100%. And I'm going to do my best to be a law enforcement commissioner. I don't plan on moving anywhere. My family's been here since 1841. Doesn't make us special by any means. But what it'll tell you is that we haven't went anywhere. We've been here all these generations trying to make Montgomery County as a whole a better place. And we chose for East Montgomery County to be our home. My mom graduated high school down here in 1955. Don't add that up. She's looking at me with evil eye right now about her age. I graduated here in Splendor in 74, and it's nice to see you, Heath Lucas, you, Miss Joyce Luker, Heath's mom, and my mom went to school together. We have deep roots and deep ties here. We care about this community. The things I said earlier about all these guys, it's not counterfeit. As your commissioner, I'm going to do my best to look out and be a good steward of the resources that you entrust me with, as I have as your justice of the peace. I believe that the commissioner's office and any elected officials should provide the highest level of service at the lowest possible cost. I've done that as your justice of the peace, and I'll continue to do that if you entrust me as your commissioner. I'll do my best to look out for you. If you're a mayor, I see Mayor Welch was here earlier, and Mayor Tarrant, and our municipalities, I'll do my best to honor our interlocal agreements and to help you with your problems there, as we've done as private citizens and justice of the peace. There are people out here that will come help, that will join with us, private citizens that are looking forward to help. Charlie Hargrove just did the prayer, was one of them. Constable Hayden and I worked on the Disabled Veterans Bridge down here. Multiple people came together to assist with that. That's what I love about East Montgomery County. None of us are too good to talk to the other one. If we can help you, we're going to try to do that. You can reach out to us. I can go on and on and on. I've thought about this. I've prayed about it a long time. And I can't tell you what it means for all of you people to be here today, for your support. Reinhardt said it's probably because we've given away free ribs, but I don't think that's true. Seriously. You never know what Commissioner Reinhardt's going to say, but seriously, from my heart, I love you one and all, and I thank you so much. And in the days and weeks ahead, we'll have programs that we're going to show you, so we have ideas for the seniors that will provide a better quality of life for them. And we're so looking forward to working with all of you. I will do my best to listen to your needs and your concerns and try to help you, whether it's with a road or a ditch or a drainage problem. If it's something else within the power of the Commissioner's office to help our community, that's what I'm going to do. I've done that as your Justice of the Peace, and I will continue to do that as your Commissioner if you allow me that opportunity to serve. Thank you so very much for your attendance here today. We're going to be going over soon to the Republican headquarters and sign up. Thank all of you very much. God bless you.